Heaven is a room filled with silence and devoid of people. For the past 5 days, I've been trying to think of something else. And as it turns out, I was onto something. What if I could make a video that is so dedicated specifically for this game that it might as well caught up with the algorithm with it? I'm usually not a very dedicated person, but this time is different. Today's video, you're going to be experiencing a lot of wild rides. And no, not that kind of wild ride. I'm talking about many karmas, RNG bullshit. This game is so goddamn chaotic. I think it deserves its own video made by someone who actually knows what they're doing instead of me. I'll try my best at least, but for now, you're probably gonna have to see this video at the moment somewhere within YouTube algorithm, but who knows, it's probably not gonna pick it up no matter how many times I've tried to make my videos a little bit professional. But I'll try my best to be as dedicated as possible just for this specific video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. See you there. Hello again. Wait, am I supposed to speak here? So our only goal is simple: reach 20 streaks twice. And it's gonna be very difficult because there are some players who would not want that. So luckily, today's round is a special round and it's Mad Murderer. So I think I should be fine here. I mean, as you can obviously tell, everyone is, I don't know, doing their own thing. But let's just skip this over with because nothing really happens here that much. So yeah, that's all for it. From this point on, things got escalated very quickly. I mean, just take a look at this. How are you able to survive this as an ordinary player who had just joined this game? There's this blue freaking thing that is trying to chase other players, and somehow I lived. I don't know why, but I guess I was lucky or whatever. I don't know. The next round, sharpshooter, 9 difficulty. Shooters are definitely the worst disasters that you could ever think of. I mean, imagine being targeted on both sides at the same time. And put this with other disasters. This is gonna be like hell. Like, I don't know how anyone could live with this. After a bit of hits and hits, even more hits, and yep, I'm dead. I just discovered something actually. Whilst I was trying to edit the video, I noticed a pattern regarding these shooters. Now, for whatever reason, their target hitbox always changes colors whenever a player gets targeted. Like, when I first saw this as to why it was color-coded that way, I was a bit confused. Until I looked closer at the chopper. They were in different colors. Huh? So it seems that these shooters are only programmed to shoot specific players. Like, they can't just gun down a player like a single player at once, because I think the devs knew that it's a bit more unfair if all of a sudden all the choppers had suddenly gunned down like a single player, or at least trying to. So that would honestly make a lot of sense if these shooters are supposed to be, well, somewhat professional at their jobs or whatever. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, that was it. Anyways, let's continue on. Oh dear god, it's this special round, Excalibur. So if you don't know what this is, Excalibur is pretty much when the player basically becomes the murderer, except a lot more faster than you, jumps higher than you, and can pretty much almost one-shot you. Certain circumstances, of course. So how do I survive this? Yeah, don't ask me why I did that. Despite the intimidating player wielding a sword, we somehow managed to live with our own techniques and a gravity pad. Risky railways. Described as some of the most difficult map that you'll ever traverse into. Well, at least for some, but so far this map is actually pretty decent. The terrain always moves. For me personally, it's one of my favorites, besides some other maps that I currently love at the moment. But yeah, I forgot I still do that. Why the f do I keep doing that? Despite what I was doing, we still survived somehow. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one thing. Besides completing the goal of 20 win streak, there are also optional goals. I may use the baller to defend myself, but for some reason I have not done that until further up into the video. And secondly, within the next optional goal, I could either complete the main goal regardless if it's on hardcore or vanilla. But it cannot be casual because, well, obviously casual mode doesn't allow PvP to be enabled. So yeah, I probably should have mentioned this first so that the video would get less confusing and the goals are making it clear. But whatever, it's fine. At least you get it now. So yeah, let's get back to the video, shall we? Oh dear god. Acidic Flood is probably the worst combination so far, but I hope I did eventually live here because I haven't actually rechecked one of the footages, but I mean this specific footage, but usually whenever I make these types of videos, I don't usually check them. I just second guess it and see what I could do here. And I think he was trying to kill me with the teddy bear. Now, what's very funny about the teddy bear is that it has a 50-50 chance of either exploding you or just give you the blessing status effect. Now, I don't know what the blessing status effect does besides healing you up to like 100 HP or something, and it doesn't really do anything that much besides, you know, trolling other players. If you're in a really unfortunate situation, then that's where you'll probably meet your demise. But so far we managed to beat it without, you know, getting killed by one of these trollers. But this is far from over. I mean, look at the win streak here. We're still pretty far. So yeah, it's gonna take a while, definitely. And you see what I mean with these disasters? They can be as unhinged as possible. There's a literal combination of hot and cold disasters, and I think I almost died there. So I was pretty chill here, literally. I was being a chill player at the moment, you know, without trolling many of these players. Alright, there's another optional goal here within this video. I may or may not be able to help other players for their own survival, but as you can see in this video, being a very passive player within this game is the biggest mistake that you could ever make, and you'll probably see why. Because no matter how many times you're trying to be kind to these people, they'll always try to take advantage of you or even ruin your whole goddamn life. And yeah, you'll see in a bit, okay? This is why I don't trust any single one of these people anymore. But that's gonna be further up into the video once again. But just like before, we managed to beat it. So no surprise there, I guess. Another special round, it seems like, and it's called Landslide. I'm pretty sure y'all have been familiar with this type of game mode in many other games besides Roblox and this specific Roblox game. Landslide is pretty much whatever the hell is going on in here. And it's not just cars that are falling over, there's balls, there is bombs, there are other objects that I wasn't able to describe or see what the hell it was. There are also gear items that may occasionally drop whenever they want to, but so far it was pretty easy. There was nothing too crazy going on here besides other people getting flung over by, well, you know, cars. So, and I almost fell down, obviously, because, well, of course, why not? I'm being a little too bold here again, it seems like. And this is where things are starting to get a little bit funny. I was trying to tase a certain player, but unfortunately my stupid ass has decided to be, well, stupid. It was a freaking multi-disaster, and for whatever reason, I pretty much just killed myself. Congratulations, me, for being a dumbass. And no, there's more. For whatever reason, I still kept trying to, you know, oof myself for no damn reason, despite the fact that I'm trying to, you know, move away from all the debris and stuff. And this is literally stupidity onto the next level. I could have just moved anywhere, but then I still killed myself. Man, this is so much fun. I can't believe I had sacrificed so much of my sanity within this freaking game and just kept going with it for some reason, instead of just taking a simple break. What the hell is wrong with me here? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Don't mind me looking through the leaderboard. I mean, I used to be a leaderboard player, so it would make a lot of sense, but nobody cared about that anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Just kidding. So the next part of this stupidity is I'm literally trying to fling myself again for some reason and almost getting myself killed by, you know, this disaster called Starfall. But surprisingly, I've managed to live somehow, despite the fact it's obviously much more risky this way. I guess flinging yourself is fun, but you'll eventually run out of, well, blockade, which allows your stamina to, you know, infinitely regenerate, and you know, it doesn't cost much stamina for like 10 seconds or whatever. Now this is the really funny part. Do you know why this game is called Something Evil Will Happen? Well, this next disaster is the most unhinged one yet. So starting out, yeah, that's freaking real. This is the worst combo disaster that you could ever think of. And some people may say it's probably easy, but no. Even if you're somehow able to persuade this sort of disaster, you're still somehow gonna die. Even though you've tried your best and just do whatever the hell you want with it. How can anyone manage to survive this? Okay, I have to spend like, I don't know, 2 freaking hours for this? And there it is. I literally just died. Yeah. I couldn't even last 60 seconds of this thing. Bro, look at the freaking map! I think I've decided that maybe screaming over the mic isn't such a good idea after all. So we're just gonna take a break from that and see if I'm able to calm down my emotions. And you'll see why this may have actually worked out in my favor for some reason. So for this video's special occasion, I'm gonna be using a technique that is so advanced that if Technoblade were alive today and somehow reacted to this, he would say, "Bravo, kiddo." So what is this advanced technique, you may be asking? This advanced technique is not lying. It's called research. So I was trying to Google this, and apparently a low monotone voice will probably not make you calm. Or I guess for some people, it makes people calmer, especially to themselves if they try to talk to other people. So I went a little bit further, and instead of looking at the AI overview, I did a bit of digging, and as it turns out, I have found more personal information regarding their experiences of low monotone voice and how a monotone voice can be less expression, or it shows less expression for some reason. But you know what? In my case, that is actually perfect. Doing a low monotone voice actually shows less expression is a benefit to me because I'm not a social person. Because whenever I speak like this, right, this is usually how I talk to myself or to everyone else around me, so that I feel like I'm an adult, even though I'm still 19 years old. I guess you could call me a semi-adult, but whatever. But anyways, so yeah, I did a little bit of digging and research some of these notes, or some people that are trying to talk about their feelings, and as it turns out, I was on a track of something. So maybe a monotone voice isn't bad at all. I don't care what anyone says about here, okay? But I still researched it anyways because I thought it would be very interesting to see how people would react to, you know, to monotone voices and whatnot. And, you know, research is kind of my hobby as well, so I thought it would be fun. So, yeah. Alright, I forgot. This is a Roblox video, not a personal information debate, or whatever these people call it, but yes, welcome to Wipeout. It's pretty much Fall Guys, except it's on Roblox. I'm surprisingly good at this. I mean, I'm not usually good at, you know, perfectly timing these types of stuff, but if it's parkour, then it's usually pretty decent with my timing. But in case of lag, then that's where it really hits, okay? Lag kind of sucks here, honestly. I mean, my internet does feel terrible, but still, I managed to beat it anyways, so it's not that hard, but it may be hard for some. I mean, I can kind of get it, so don't worry about it. I feel you. I was trying to knock someone with a explosive pie, but I forgot that this was a multi-disaster, and as a result, I managed to kill myself. Yeah, I wasn't entirely being serious here anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Skipping forward to the next map, and obviously I still have some of my stupidity left, and as a result... Alright, I wonder what's next in the menu. Wait, that's not on the menu. What the heck? Alright, I forgot I should like stay calm when commentating this, because it's not actually happening. I'm just voice-overing this. So I don't know why I'm being so overreactive all of a sudden. And I died because of that. Thank you, game. Man, I love this game. Man, I hate this game. So I'm pretty sure you've noticed by now that I'm skipping way ahead of time than usual. And that's fine. I do whatever the f I want on this channel because there's almost no restrictions on my channel. I can do whatever I want. I can just skip ahead. I can lie in this video if I have to, because I did lie, but you'll see in a bit. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah. There's actually only one goal, and it's that I have to get 20 streaks twice in a row. So yeah, in this channel, usually, I just do what I want. If it works, it works, and it's really that simple. I did not have to like do anything else. It's just that I just do whatever I want with my videos, just to make it accessible for everyone without, you know, getting demonetized. I don't care what anyone says about my beliefs. I don't care what anyone says about why my channel is always like this, but it has always been me since the very beginning, okay? I've always wanted to make something that feels truly special to everyone. But I'm never expecting this video to get any popular anytime soon, because it's obviously not original. Someone may have done this before, so that may be out of the picture, and that's fine by me. If you don't like this video, then you can just leave straight away. No more troubles. If you're one of those people who for some reason cares about me, I guess thanks. You really didn't have to care me that much. I'm only here just to, I don't know, have fun making these types of videos. I only upload if, you know, if I'm a little bit bored than usual. I mean, I am currently bored at the moment, as of, you know, voiceovering this and editing the video itself, but, you know, it is what it is, really. I'm just here just for fun, not anything too ambitious, so don't worry about it. It's fine. Ah yes, classic sword fight on the heights. One of my personal favorite special rounds in the game as of currently. Usually I struggle a lot more with this special round because I'm usually not, well, you know, good at melee combat. Although I'm trying my best to practice several techniques, whatever counter attack works or attacking patterns work. But yeah, as of right now, I'm not really the best melee combat player in this game, because yes, there is melee combat in here, and swords is just one of the only few to ever practice such things. And also in this game mode, there are more than one types of sword. Like for example, the Venom Shank sword is pretty deadly. And we also got the Firebrand sword, as you just saw earlier. I literally got lit on fire because of that one Firebrand user. And yeah, overall, this special round is pretty decent. It's actually a little bit more fun than I expected, but I still gonna have to work with my timings at the moment because it's still you know, a little bit more difficult than usual. I mean it should be easy for someone else to play this, but for me, I still die a lot, as you can obviously tell. So yeah, I'm still working on it, don't worry. So remember the first optional goal in this video? Well, if you look closely in this video, or I mean in this part specifically, the first thing I did is use the taser, throw dynamite, and then I got way more kills than I expected. This was big news, because the fact that one person can do that much damage to other players is just insanity. But of course, karma got to me eventually, and I died. Fantastic. So let me address the elephant in the room, I guess. The title of this video, dedication is time. Let me tell you what I mean. So remember what Technoblade said? I think you already know. You probably watched one of his Potato War series. I did. I watched all three of them. The thing is, right, dedication not only takes time, it takes skill. Dedication takes skill, and to acquire skill, you need opportunities. And opportunities comes from luck. Look, it is to be expected, okay? Luck has been a big factor in this video for like a while now, so nobody's denying that. The thing is, like Technoblade said, most opportunities come from luck. And if you want to get lucky, or just get luck in general, just go with the flow. Just progress, however you like it, at your own pace. You don't have to rush it, or you can rush it at the same time. It doesn't have to be that complicated, because from what I've learned for the past couple of hours playing this game, I've learned two things. One, it's okay to be dedicated even if you're not putting too much effort in your thoughts. And two, you don't always have to be selfish all the time, because from what I have learned from everything that's been going on, you don't have to trust anyone anymore. I mean, it's a video game. Trust is not an option. You can just do whatever you want. Something evil will happen. It's not just a disaster game, it's pretty much a sandbox as well. You can control your own chaos at the same time. So what makes you hold back when you can be one of the most dedicated humans on Earth? So what is making you hold back after all these years, when you can just do whatever you want, control your thoughts, control your skill set? And in this next part, I was truly locked in. We only need like 2 more streaks and we're good to go. And there you have it. We actually did it. Now all we gotta do is to get killed by whatever disaster we come across and try that again. Because of course, we're gonna be doing it twice.